Bardbarian is the debut game from indie developer TreeFortress. It's a sort of tower defense game that's also a sort of action RPG that's also a sort of arcade bullet dodger. It straddles several genres and it does it with style. You play Brad, a barbarian for hire with a big shiny axe. That is until he wakes up one day and decides that he's not really into the whole fighting thing anymore. In a brief comic book opening, we discover that his real passion is music. Next year, he'll probably audition for The Voice, but for now, he has a town to defend. With enemies drawing down on the town, you take to the field of battle, armed only with a makeshift lute. Thankfully, Brad has some great tunes to shred, and he quickly inspires the rest of the village into battle. Gameplay comprises a single campaign divided into 21 waves. You start out alone, with enemy units entering the field from the right and marching towards your town crystal, intent on destroying it. You have a small stash of musical notes which you can use to purchase units, initially up to a maximum of 3. You control Brad and his assorted followers with a virtual thumbpad, which works anywhere on the screen. You'll need to get your party close enough to the enemy units to hit them, whilst dodging their volley of projectiles. An especially welcome feature is the minimap at the top of the screen that shows the advancing hostiles. As the attackers fall, they drop coins and occasionally musical notes. Brad also generates notes as he runs around the field, and with these you can either purchase more units or spend them on one of his special abilities which will temporarily boost your attack damage, speed or defense. You'll take down the first wave easily enough and probably one or two more, but your low level units quickly become outgunned. Here, in between attempts, is your chance to visit the shop where you'll find a massive number of upgrades available to buy with your newly acquired coins. The developers have really gone to town here and you'll need to spend carefully based on your style of play. On top of the 3 you start with, there are 9 additional units to unlock. Some more effective than others, but all bringing unique abilities to the game, and they can all be upgraded too. You can invest in body spray that encourages your party to move a little closer together. There are upgrades to increase Brad's health and his note generating speed. You can even enlist the services of the town pet, which then runs around the field collecting dropped coins and notes. Upgrades complete, it's time to face battle again from the start of the campaign. This time you'll get a little further, maybe even as far as the first boss fight. It will probably take you a few attempts to finish him, but with each run you'll be collecting coins and spending them on further upgrades. If it sounds a little grindy, don't be deterred. The fast pace, new units and upgrades will help you progress further each time and keep it feeling fresh. Each boss acts as a checkpoint, and once defeated you have the option of starting your next campaign from this point, rather than the beginning. If you want a head start, there are in-app purchase options allowing you to buy coins, or the coin doubling golden loot, which will significantly speed up your progress. It's worth noting here that all the gold in the world isn't going to guarantee success. You'll still need a level of skill to beat the chaotic later levels. The game's rocky soundtrack and lovable hand-drawn cartoon graphics fit the experience perfectly, and there's a bonus survival mode which offers an alternative to the main campaign for collecting gold. So, here's my verdict. Bardbarian is a compelling mashup of genres that are brought together into a fun, original, hybrid game. Admittedly, there were some fairly significant stability issues in the initial release, but an update to fix these quickly followed. If I have just one criticism, it's that I wasn't able to find my piece with the short-range units. When the majority of the Onslaught have fairly long-ranged attacks, trying to get close to them felt slightly suicidal. This isn't a problem though, as the selection of units and upgrades is entirely in your hands, and you can build your party to suit your own style. At 69p or 99 cents US money, Bardbarian is incredibly good value. There's nothing else quite like it, and it thoroughly deserves 5 stars. The game has also been greenlit by the Steam community, meaning the developers are now hard at work on a PC version, which they promise will feature some unique content. Bardbarian was released on the 16th of January and is available on the App Store now. You won't regret giving it a try. If you found this review useful, or you're playing Bardbarian, leave a comment and let me know what you think.